Well, here we are, folks, and I feel an update is in order. Well, first of all, this is the Hudson River, and I'm crossing on the Bear Mountain Bridge crossing right now into, across the Hudson River. So, I think a recap is in order. And first of all, I have a bag with watermelon here that I'll be eating once I get back into the woods. My pack is heavy. I need to start getting a bigger memory card for my Sony CyberShot here, because I'm just running out of minutes and I have so much to document. So in New Jersey, I had to delete files just to video that last segment, and I just had to do it with holy smokes, with that black snake. I just walked up and that black snake had just caught and was swallowing the head and shoulders of the chipmunk when I stumbled across it, and I had to delete file just to video what I did. So I ran out of video. I didn't even get all the way through New Jersey. So here I am. I just did my resupply in Fort Montgomery by West Point in New York. Yes, we're in and I'm moving on. I'm fat and I'm happy. I got my upload in at I stayed at the whole Holiday Inn. It was clean, and after the last month or so of hiker hotels, my last stay at Wind Gap, that it was pretty much verified that they had bed bugs in the Travel Inn on room 103 at Wind Gap, Pennsylvania. And I hiked from there all the way into New York, through New Jersey, and I still have scars from mentally and physically of that ordeal with bed bugs. Is very, very painful. Those little critters, those nasty little vermin. But I didn't get any more bites. I didn't bring them with me when I left that hotel room. And I washed my clothes, everything when I got to my hotel stay here in New York, and washed them twice. And so I'm good to go. I'm clean, I'm refreshed. Got my upload, my camera's ready to go again, and I'm shooting video. I'm very happy meeting my mom in New Hampshire, Hanover, New Hampshire, on September 7th. And I'm excited about seeing my mom and my two brothers. We're gonna meet, actually we're gonna go and visit in Vermont, but she's gonna pick me up in Hanover, at Dartmouth College there. So I'm excited about that. So let's hike on. As soon as I get into the woods, I'm eating this watermelon. I'm carrying way too much food again. I'm going to Great Barrington, Massachusetts, somewhere in Massachusetts. Just mailed my laptop ahead, so away we go. I think this one is only about a 120-mile run. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there. It is hot, hot, hot. Got plenty of water. I'm looking forward to setting up camp and being back in the woods. But I'm so happy. I'm clean. My clothes are clean. I'm refreshed. My mental attitude has been readjusted. It's tough. It's tough being out here and dirty, smelly, stinky, and I suffered with these bed bug bites. It was very painful. They're very itchy, and I'm still healing, but I'm on the way to healing. And and being out here in the wilderness, I'll be out in the wilderness again, like soon, within an hour, I assure you. And with that said, I've got to roll, because it is hot, 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 and my pack is heavy, heavy, heavy. I always pack too much food and a resupply, but I'll eat it all. Got some fresh dried, the Mediterranean apricots. I just love them things to pieces. All right, Puma Ghostwalker, let's get it on. New York. I love New York. It's weird. They had a big screen TV and everything, and it was a beautiful lobby, and it was just so nice and clean, and I needed it. I needed those little creature comforts. But yeah, it was weird seeing New York City news, on the TV. I was like, holy crap, I'm really close to home. I live in New York City. I'm sure most of you know that. I just have to shoot some more. I just can't believe it. I'm crossing the Hudson River. Wow, I got a long way to go. Here's a train track on both sides. Here's one with a tunnel going right through that little stone hill there. But very, very cool. Got boats out here. It's it's Saturday. It's August 4th, I believe. And wow, I could actually get on a boat, and if we go that way, I could run right into New York City. Holy smokes, I'm close. I'm really close. Well, let's get it on. Well, made it up to the top. Been hiking for a couple of hours now. Oh, I can always tell when I came back from a resupply, my backpack, my 40-litre pack is bursting at the seams. I have my neo ephemeris sleeping pad, air mattress is out underneath the top because, oh, it's full of food. Yeah, pain is weakness leaving the body, mate, for sure. Hey, it was pretty cool. Watched some of the Olympics while I was in my hotel stay, uploading my videos. And because I don't own a TV or anything like that, I don't watch TV. So, it's kind of a treat in the Olympics. It's all pumped up, and but it's sports brings the world together. I would hope, a little closer. Everything helps. But once again, I have way too much food. It's so funny, I had to actually mail a second box because I bought too much food. I was in a hurry, the cab, and everything, the drop off, and and getting, making sure I got I got one shot at getting all the things that I need, and I really don't need that much. It's just so many towns and so many little stores along the way, but I just want to buy what I need and hike to Mass. And I think I only have 127 miles to go on this resupply trip, so it's a good run. I'm going to take me a little moment's break here and get my bearings, check my book, and just sort it out. It's always after a resupply like this, I just gotta sort it out. I'm not sure how far I want to go today, but every day my pack will get lighter as I eat the food down. Got some good food choices. I'm really excited about it. Even got an albacore tuna steak in cellophane wrapping that I'll be able to cook up probably tonight. Get rid of that weight. Still got some Spam and some smoked almonds. Imagine that. Well, I haven't seen one of these in quite some time, and it went through both sides. This is a lightning strike, where the lightning hit the tree and peels the bark all the way to the base. And look, it goes all the way up to the very top, and that's fresh too. This just happened. Holy smokes! Yeah, that last storm we had. Look at that, right on both sides, right to the ground. It just cooks, superheats the bark right underneath it, and it explodes. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. I'd hate to be by here though. There's my first rattlesnake of this season, but my 7th in total, and that's a big one. Here we are, New York State. Got a doozy. I tell you, I want to keep an eye on it. It kind of like did a strike. I didn't see it till I was damn near on top of it, and it did like this little strike thing, and then rattled, and then yeah, I kind of jumped out of my skin for a second, but hey, there on the trail, my first timber rattlesnake in a very long time. Nice, all the same. What a beautiful creature. I'm camping here this evening. I mean, not exactly right here in this spot. This is the old cemetery. This is where all the priests are. I'm at a monastery right now, at the old Graymoor Spiritual Life Center. Actually, it's called now. It's an old monastery, and in the grounds here, this is where all the priests have been buried. There are tombstones, down here on this lower level. I don't know if there were nuns here, but there's some areas there. There is the Virgin Mary over there in the corner, which I didn't go down there to check the names, but perhaps that's the nuns. And well, they're so kind to let us camp here. There's a whole bunch of hikers that I haven't seen in a very long time in front of me, or behind me now, and I think we all may camp here, so if we could have a fire, that'd be cool. Maybe I'll do some more interviews of some thru hikers. That's always fun. Maybe we'll have a fire and sing Kumbaya. I mean, to be in the moment and everything, it makes me smile. And with the cemetery behind me now, I'm actually on Old West Point Road. I mean, West Point is just so close to me here. It's amazing. I got hikers behind me. This could be a lot of fun. I've got an awful lot of food. I don't need to really crank on some miles today. I'm going to be civilized. I really hiked my butt off, and I'm really tired and sore. You know, that rest stop was more like a mental health day than anything else. So let's see what tonight brings. I'm excited. There's a very curious thing. What looks like a, oh dear, pardon me, what looks like a bumblebee has got the hold and is flying around this beetle. I don't know if it's feeding on it or not, but truly interesting there in the front of that. I can't really make it out, but sure it looks a lot better on the computer screen, monitor screen. Wild looking. Wow. Maybe it is not a yellow jacket, something that mimics a yellow jacket that feeds on other insects. All the same, interesting, very interesting. Hey folks, no, I don't believe that we've done any night hiking together since I started this, but yeah, I've done a lot of night hiking. I really enjoy it. Really crossed just a major highway just now, and I'm about 1.5 miles out of Stormville. Stopped off at that road, was at US 52 or New York 52, and had some pizza for dinner, so I'm good. So I'm just hiking into the night. Like I said, I've done an awful lot of it. It's a different kind of experience if you could only imagine looking out into the darkness and the vastness. It's a different kind of feel. The moon is no longer full, but it's not even up in the sky yet, but it will be. And bright enough, it's a clear night. The low's gonna be like 58. That storm that spanked me yesterday was a doozy. And yeah, I got drenched. I was up on a rock ridge. I couldn't find a place to set up, you know, my tent really quick, and so I kept on going. And I called a hiking friend of mine, Mud, who lives around here in Poughkeepsie, and he came, gave me some trail magic yesterday. I'm gonna write him when I settle in tonight and thank him once again. You know, he met me, and oh dear. Easy to get, especially when you're not paying attention here, shooting videos. And but he met me, I mean drenched. I set up my tent in the pouring rain, and I knew the rain was coming, but I wanted to, you know, hike on. And by the time it was time for the storm, yeah, there just wasn't a camping spot available. So I pressed on. But my dear friend Mud, he met me and took me to a friend's house, and yeah, I put out all my stuff and dried. Yeah, they cooked breakfast, and it was a really nice stay. Gave me a ride back to the trail after I did my laundry, dried my clothes, dried out everything. It really was trail magic, and it made my pack a lot lighter because of all the extra water weight. You'd be really surprised. It really does make a difference. But with that said, I just wanted to do a little night hiking on camera here. Just kind of update. I'll be stopping in an hour or two. I have done a lot of night hiking and some incredible late nights. I have goals. It's like in every other form of life. I have deadlines, and so we have to do what we have to do to meet these, and sometimes in sacrifices, if you will. But I enjoy night hiking, I really do, and it's something completely different. And And I don't believe in the boogeyman. And bears are more afraid of us than we are of them. That's for sure. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be getting a little tricky down in there. So I'm going to say goodnight, folks, and I'll see you later. Tree frogs. I hear you. Oh, that's the way. Guess you don't want to play anymore. It had been dry for many weeks going through Pennsylvania, and before that, and there weren't many mushrooms, and it's been raining pretty regular now for the last couple of weeks. And I believe that this would be my first Boletus bicolorus for this season, and they are a very, very tasty mushroom. The genus Boletus has about 600 species in it, and the largest genus without, poisonous mushrooms, and there are many in this genus that you can eat. This is actually one of my favorites to eat in the Boletus. It's very, very spicy, smells like spiced apples, and really tasty. Beautiful thing. I'm not going to disturb it and uproot it and tip it over, but it truly is a gorgeous mushroom. This is in its true shape. You can see the distortions and everything, and that's the funny thing about mushrooms, and you have to be careful that the shapes and the colors and everything can change for many reasons. Soil contact and terrestrials and in deciduous woods, just how old the tree could be, how much nutrients are in the tree itself, and all of these things are factors. So when you're out wild foraging, just use extreme caution, bring an expert, and study a lot. Well, here's an interesting find. It should show up the same way on video here, but yeah, it looks like it has such a very small contact point at the bottom end of this feature here. Pretty cool. It's almost magical the way it is standing. Like perhaps that dead branch is holding it up. Hardly not. Well, here's the rail section that isn't being used anymore. You see the top rail is all rusted over, and out ahead, trees have fallen down across the track there, all the way out there. And it just made me think, gee whiz, all of this scrap iron here, a big thing for people hustling in New York City was you know, scrapping iron and stuff, and gee whiz, I thought of those people and how they would see a fortune here, I guess, of steel not being used. Just a thought in passing. Well, here we are at Nuclear Lake. All the way until like the early 70s, this was a nuclear fuels research center and processing center, and now it is owned by, I guess, the National Park Service or the state parks, and now we get to hike by it. It's a wonderful lake, and it's a wonderful place for a picnic. It's a gorgeous day. Today is August 7th, and yes, I've been enjoying lovely New Jersey from the last segment, and New York is quite lovely as well, and this is a nice little place to take a rest. I think I'm gonna sit here for a moment and think about this. Yeah, the gunfire or fireworks in the background there is just really kind of disturbing my wilderness experience, but other than that, what a gorgeous spot. I'll stay all the same. Here's some beautiful cardinal flowers here. They like the low-lying areas here, and geez, maybe we'll find some rose mallow as well. The butterflies love these. The swallowtails, black swallowtails, beautiful, beautiful flowers. We can get some good focus here and bring out their beauty. Cardinal flowers. I'm just coming up the road, but well, here it is. This is the oldest tree on the AT, and they're estimating it to be, it's an oak tree, they're estimating it to be 300 years old. How about that? Just on the other side of this, what is it, Dover Road. But cool, the Dover tree. Here it is. Man. Boy, that baby's big. That's for sure. Man. Hey. Wow. That is a big tree.
That's what they say.
That's what they say, 300 years old, right?
Cool.
Mm-hmm. What is it, 30 feet in diameter?
That had to have all those limbs cut off.
They awful lot of frogs on the trail. Oh, this is some nice new boardwalk and footbridge coming in. This is new, and this goes across this creek here. I'm just south of New York 22. Got a train coming, and I would say that that is the old footbridge that this replaces. Very cool looking in itself, and all is well. All is well. Be stopping soon for the night. We have some, what is that, New York ironweed here. Got some swallowtails in there. That nice large one up in there. Look at that beauty. Over here in the milkweed. I do believe that is a, yeah, that is a type of milkweed. And a monarch coming in. Yeah. It's lovely, and look at all those cattails out there. This is, I love bottomlands, wetlands. And this is absolutely, you know, when you're up in the mountains all the time, yeah, you don't really get to experience this too much, but this is really nice. I like when this happens. Nice little boardwalk here, all in the bottomlands. You got, well, that must be corn up out there, but down below here by this creek, it's all a lot of native plants, native flowers, a lot of butterfly action. Very cool. It is not corn. Gee whiz. It's Phragmites. Boy, a really bad invasive. You know, it really takes over the bottomlands. Phragmites. Gee whiz. What a shame. Well, if I had best guesses, I would say that that is a beaver den. And beavers are mostly nocturnal, but we have some some activity here under the water, you know, and perhaps they are out and moving around. There seems to be some large wakes in this area, and what a treat would it be that if we came across one of the beavers. But there are some pretty dynamic wakes in the water here, you know, but they would travel underwater to get up into the center, you know, of their den. And I would say, yeah, that somebody's definitely home. There's beaver. Not a real pretty sight, but it's functional, I'm sure, inside. And at the end of this boardwalk is the Metro North. Here's the only stop on the AT, the Appalachian Trail stop. It's only, this train stop is only here, and it's right off of the 22 there. On the weekends, but on the weekends you can stay right here and get on a train to take you into New York City, into Manhattan, and we'll drop you off here. The schedule is limited times, but it can be done 3 miles down the road at one of the other towns where they have regular stops during the week. That is a little easier, but all the same, right here, Appalachian Trail. It's got its own sign and everything, right? Pretty cool. And that's it. And this is going to be about my destination. Right over here to the left is a nursery, and they have water, showers, kitchen availability. They allow you, he's a hiker that owns it, Pete is his name, I do believe, and yeah, I think I'm gonna pitch a tent over there. A little noisy, got the train, just went by, and the highway, so it's between the highway and the train tracks. It's not gonna be quiet, but, and it's early, it's only 5:30, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go check it out anyways. But here it is, folks, Appalachian Trail. Metro North, going to the city. How funny is that? There's a thank you poster for the congratulations for the Appalachian Trail Great Swamp Boardwalk, in that new section of that was just the footbridge and everything across that little creek. But there's the thank you. Very cool. Thank you, New York and New Jersey Appalachian Trail Committee. The Duchess Putnam Appalachian Trail Management Committee. Very cool. And volunteers. Yeah, it was really good work. Yeah, definitely they knew what they were doing. Real craftsmen, real carpenters, unlike me. I have other skills. You know, if you look, you often get these magic moments. We're off the nursery, camped out here overnight. And in here, we have a whole bunch of spider webs, all in different angles. We have one down here. The traffic is a bit annoying. It's right next to the Metro North too. Down here. So all in all, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spider webs, all in different sizes, different angles to each other. Really makes some nice photography, and it just looks really great. So I just thought I would share this because I think it's a great find. To me, I've got this thing for spider webs. Here's a picturesque sight for you. There's an area they haven't baled yet. They cut it, and out over here I've been hopping you know, pastures for a while, coming out of the 22, and there, boy, that's an old tractor. That's been around a while. Wonder if that's a Matsey Ferguson. How cool is that? And then out over here, some John Deeres that look like out here, and they're rolling, you know, the hay up, and those things are enormous. I've seen that all around. But boy, what a magical misty day or morning. It's burning off, but holy smokes, if you look out here, as I'll pan across, hopefully we'll see all those little white bits, and they're everywhere. You know, those little white misty shadows in the grass here are all spider webs, and they're just lit up all over the place. It's just one of those magical mornings. I love it a lot. Like here. Just take a look out in there. There's big old maple, I think, in the background there, just out of the mist, almost like a ghost. I like it. Saying goodbye to the light once again. He stealthily slips back into the darkness of the forest. I do believe we have a bear track here. Look how wide it is, and look how wide the pads are, let's say, compared to a dog. See how deep they are, but how wide the print is, and how wide each pad is as well. Bear, not too big, but still, bear's a bear. Well, here's something you don't see every day. Here, just randomly, these old buckets. They're quite heavy. They seem like they may even be sealed with lead. But yeah, this is tin, you know, for sure. But yeah, hard to say how old, but I haven't seen anything like this. Certainly not in decades and decades. But yeah, you see the seam here, but and it's quite heavy. Rivets there. There's the seam. Wow. Now everything's plastic. Cheap. Comes from China. Wow, nice. Just stumbled across this. Here's some smaller troops coming in here, but here they are quite large. I haven't seen them quite this large. They're a little spent, but wowee, chanterelles. And boy, I might pick a couple of these babies now, won't I? Yeah, they're fairly fresh. I think I'll pick a few and save them for supper tonight. Nice. Very nice. Beautiful colors. Well, that is just a lovely sight. Well, and here we have it. I didn't pick too many, just enough to add to my supper this evening. And it will enhance it tenfold. I'm really excited about that. Chanterelles. And the boletus are everywhere. The reds, the yellows, some bicolor, some bay boletes. I believe I saw a couple of king, but very small though, boletes as well, and some frost boletes. I may photograph or even video. I think they're gorgeous. They're very bitter. You can't eat them, but they sure are nice to look at. And these are gorgeous too. You can tell by the way they turn over. You have to be careful about terrestrials in the summertime. There's a lot of poisonous ones out here, and the brightly colored ones. But even the white ones, they're, you know, you want to watch out for the destroying angel. You can only imagine, right? Yes, poisonous. But these are chanterelles, and I'll be looking forward to having them with supper tonight. A lot of stone walls in New York. Come across these every day. With a little opening provided, of course, for the trail. But still, I'd imagine they've been here for quite a while. Well, it's always nice to take a break, especially when there's trail magic. Thank you so much, mac and cheese. Here we just passed Leather Hill Road, and we're about 0.4 to the next shelter, Wiley Shelter. And the report is that there was the well had gone dry, so some people had been leaving trail magic as water, and I am very, very appreciative of that. That is just so wonderful. And so, wow. And wow. seems to be ice cream here as well. Holy smokes. Let's there's ice. Look at all that ice cream. Look at that. That's totally amazing. I'm going to have to revisit this in a moment. But I'm going to put the lid in these utensils. Oh, this is some amazing trail magic. And so I left them a note here, and I told them that I will put this on YouTube, thanking them from the bottom of my heart. Mac and cheese. You know, huge kudos. Awesome. Awesome treat. Wonderful treat. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Ice cold water. And it is ice cold. And ice cream. So, gee whiz. I have to really enjoy this. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do it alone. I'm sure you understand. I need both hands for this. Yeah, I just wanted to say once again, that was amazing. That was homemade yogurt and homemade ice cream. Truly a gift. What special thanks once again, Mac and Cheese. That truly was a special magic, special trail magic. Thank you so much again. Well, this certainly isn't as spectacular as the border crossing from New Jersey into New York up on that rocky ridge like that, but here we go, crossing this road. Crossing out of New York and into Connecticut. And like I said, not nearly as spectacular, except for the part that Bing, another state off of my hike of the Appalachian Trail. So it's all good. We'll be crossing the border one more time. We'll be just like in New Jersey along the borders for a long time. So I'll be in and out of Connecticut. And I won't be in Connecticut very long. Yeah, so here we are in Connecticut. Ooh-wee! And how about this rustic bridge? Well, there's some Yankee ingenuity there. But it's a nice flowing creek. You know, a nice clear looking water. You know, it looks like I would actually partake in the drinking of such a wonderful water source. So, hey, Connecticut's looking bright, that's for sure. Been a long time since I've even heard such a nice flow. So we'll pause for a moment. Excellent. Well, we've definitely been back into the fungus among us. So here we have the oysterettes, and you can eat these, and they're just like little tiny oyster mushrooms. They're not in the same species as Ostris pylorus, but all edible, the same. And over here, I just wanted to point out, to an untrained eye, you would think that these were like the mushrooms that we just saw, but they're not. These are not the chanterelles. And so we'll pick, and you can see there's a big difference here. And look, as the gills do terminate at the stem, like the chanterelles, but they are quite different. You can tell by the stalk and everything. And but still, so you really need. I'm not really sure the name of this right now. It could be an orange waxy cap, but I'll be sure to look it up. And it's really important when you're identifying mushrooms, is you need to know, even the underneath bits. You need to know the stem, but where the gills terminate, whether they do, or whether there's a ring, whether there's a veil, and all of this information is so vital and important. I always love it when I get a new find. Here, I haven't seen these ever in my life, but it's so identifiable. And we have like a little bonus here. This tiny little white mushroom here would be very difficult to identify, as well. I mean, gee whiz, these babies are small. But I'll see if we can get. I've actually seen these before, but this here I have never seen before. So we'll uncover it just a little bit so we can get a good description of how it looks. And well, we have this baby that already toppled over, but it's very, you notice the pointed, you know, cap here. So we'll really need that in the yellow gills. And we will be able to identify this once we get home, but we want to just look down in here and really get a good idea of the gills and how they terminate. So yeah, what a wonderful find. I'm really excited about this. Don't know its name, but I will. How cool is that? Woohoo! Well, I guess it's official here then. I felt that I've been hiking out here for over a mile, 2 miles. But it's all good. It does cross border, you know, here and there into New York and Connecticut for a bit. But, well, it's official. Now, absolutely. And a butterfly I have never seen before. Look at the beautiful colors on the back end of those wings. Nice. It's a fascinating plant. It has such beautiful little flowers. And this moth or butterfly is flying all around it, but not landing on it. It's really curious. There you go. You did it. What is it? Wow. Wonder what it is. Beautiful. It's not a hair streaks. But it sure is gorgeous. And I just love this. It's gotta be easy. And those little leaves has such sparse leaves. Wow, they almost look like seed pods. They're very gorgeous indeed. Private, we will arrest. And not Appalachian Trail, keep out, trail at top of mountain. Oh, and by the way, and welcome to Connecticut. Ah, dear. They had said that Connecticut people don't really like hikers too much. They, especially them through hikers, long distance hikers, they smell terrible. Nah. Well, I wonder if there are rednecks in Connecticut. There are rednecks everywhere else. I've even heard that there are rednecks in New York City, but Connecticut. I wonder if they allow dogs, you know, the barking big dogs. Maybe just the quiet little ones that don't bark. But I won't go over there. I'll just stay on the AT. And it's interesting. I'll let you know if I see any rednecks. Shh. Not gonna be able to see that very well there. Nice. That is a scarlet wobbler. Oh, dude, there it is, right? Nice. Hi there. There you are. Nice. Well, this is awesome. It's 5 o'clock and I'm at 10 Mile River. And I'm actually camped up right over my left shoulder. This is an amazing place. I'm taking me a nice break here. Gonna go for maybe a dip here shortly. But I just found this has got to be the prettiest dead crawfish that I've ever seen in my life. There's just some amazing colors here, and I thought it was fake when I first saw it, you know, like one of those artificial lures. But yeah, and that's it. Pretty cool, I think, anyways. Well, here's the final outcome of the chanterelles, and it's chanterelles and ramen noodles and fried spam for dinner here by the river. I think it's a wonderful way to end a wonderful day. Now I will eat. I'm very hungry. Yeah, that's a bald eagle. Very cool. There it goes. Maybe it'll come around again. Wow.
there's a great blue heron, I'll tell you. And right before that, that was a bald eagle, folks. But I tell you, this place is just beaming with wildlife. For hours in the late afternoon, I watched these birds just busying themselves in the treetops of those hemlocks over there. For hours, flying around, but right here is absolutely just gorgeous and spectacular to be so lucky and so blessed to capture these moments like this. It's really an honor for me to really be able to visualize such things. It truly is. And if I could only be so blessed to see that bald eagle one more time, that would be so cool. Wow. I would say there's definitely some fish in this river. Sure, there's a lot of fish hunters for such a small area. That is so funny. This is so cool. I really hope that bald eagle comes back. That was the second time it came by. The first time, I thought it was one of these, a great blue heron. And the lighting hit it just right, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a mature bald eagle. Very cool, very cool. It'll come back. I feel blessed. Wow. Wow. I mean, honestly, how cool is this? Nice. Well, this is where the eagle was. The river comes down like this, and then right before it turns here, it just opens up, and this is a deep pool here. Here is that heron again, and I tell you, God is good. So this is where the bald eagle has been flying over here. So in the morning before I leave, I'm going to stay here as long as I can and see. Yeah, this is the hunting ground right in here. I tell you, there's fish here. I could catch a fish here. I've got some line and a hook, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm really, wow, this is really cool. Well, let's wait for the bald eagle. Well, the sun is going down on my little oasis this evening, and this is this honey hole where the eagles hang out. And it's a big, deep, wide pool. What a fishery. Oh, wish I had my pole. I do have that line, but great. What a great river. "10-mile river, just out of Kent, Connecticut." I'll be there tomorrow afternoon for lunch. The AT goes right through it. Really cool. I'm thinking about staying here for a while. amazing place. Very magical. We've got plenty of time. Probably I'm gonna stay here for a good part of the day. Why not? Beautiful place. Got plenty of water. I think I might go fishing. They're roosting. Very cool. Good to be the king. That's for sure. That was exciting. More to come, I'm sure, folks. You just sit tight. I saw some really impressive examples of schist here in this Connecticut region earlier yesterday, but here is some beautiful, beautiful examples of the mica in this piece. I just found this here at the river's edge. Some magical place for sure. Yeah, I thought that I would show this here. Quite gorgeous, I feel. Bear, raccoon, magical place indeed. Let's go sit out by them rocks over there. Here's a different perspective of the view from where we had been sitting, right on the bank of that deep hole over there. And to the right of that, in that notched area, is the footbridge, 10 Mile River, and we have come all the way over here in the south just to well, look for the bald eagles. I'm sure they're going to be around. And we might have a barbecue. Anyways, I called up some friends and might put together some trail magic here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, for all practical purposes, I jumped in the river. Oh man, this is a really, really nice spot. Oh my gosh, I could actually stay here for a while. I mean, not for a while, but you know, for maybe the rest of the day. You know, the whole day, spend another night here. Oh, this is so cool. I'm actually right by this rock here. I was going to swim out to this rock, and in perspective, we came from way over that way, and I walked along the riverbed here. Yeah, to this spot here. So yeah, the current, it's a nice little flow. You know, it's deep hole over here. There's another deep hole over where all my camp stuff is, but yeah, I called my hiker friend who lives in Poughkeepsie to come and meet me over here. He had trail magic over here, I think last weekend, and I think we're gonna do the same thing, have a barbecue, and why not? It just seems like the right thing to do. I've got a whole bunch of my friends right behind me, and well, it is deep here. a nice flow. You definitely got to hold on tight. This is really cool. But yeah, after my swim, I better get going and make contact with my friends. This is a little bit off trail. I mean, the campsite is, this is the bend in the river. But my tent's up. They'll see that and know I'm here. But I should say hi. You know, leave a note in the shelter about 0.2 miles south. Everybody will stop there, grab water. I need to get water anyways. Okay, let's have some more fun. Well, we just hiked north here just a little bit and got off the trail, and we're actually at Bull Bridge. There's been a bridge here since the 1700s. This was actually built in the 1800s and is one of several covered bridges here in the state of Connecticut. We are waiting for a friend. We're going to a store and we're going to get provisions to have a barbecue back at the river, back where we just came from. So this is the pickup point where Mud will be picking us up. Yep, covered bridge. You don't see this every day. Right? Hey, Mare? Maybe 2 ducks.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're kind of small. It's 2. Well, that's funny because when I look at this on my video screen, it's actually going to go to YouTube, but then I'll be able to say, oh yeah, it's 2. It's a male and a female wood duck. But I don't know. But it's definitely something. And over here, you know, we have humans having a party, I see. And beyond that is a great snow egret. Very cool, enjoying the party. And the fish, of course. And all things considered. Wow, that was one hell of a party. I think we grilled and drank beer from 3:30 to I think 10:30 or 11 o'clock last night. It was a wonderful good time, and geez, why every morning after a party barbecue like that, why do I always feel like a country western song? We're following the river here, and it's really quite spectacular. Got some gorgeous views. Just saw a blue heron fly by yesterday. We walked this way to go and bring back all the supplies, barbecue, the grill, the beer, all the cookings. We had steak, chicken, hot dogs, and corn on the cob, and watermelon. It was quite a feast, and yeah. And that was my gift to all the hikers. That was my trail magic. With others also joined in with financial contributions. But it was a great time had by all. That's why we're here. An amazing piece of property right on this river. They got a nice little spring, a stream coming out. Looks like it's narrow, but it sure has some velocity, you know, to it down there. And then back in the back, I think I remember going this way yesterday, that there's another home, you know, back in there. Yeah, right there it is. That is equally as remote. There you go. Look at that. Boy, I bet they see a lot of eagles. Saw probably in the last couple of days, I probably saw bald eagles about half a dozen times or more. One flew over kind of high yesterday, and this morning actually, while I sat by the river and had breakfast. But oh my goodness, could you imagine? This is your view from your cabin over there. That's awesome. I wonder if you can rent those. I'm gonna have to look into that. I sure would like to stay here. I'm definitely coming back. I live right down the road. There's a crazy mushroom. It's from the genus Boletus. It's called the Old Man of the Woods.
And look at the texture on that baby. Holy smokes. Pretty crazy looking, right? Yeah. I like it. They're kind of bitter. You can't eat them, but they're not poisonous. Oh, Bob, you have a friend. I know. I know. Here. Here. Wonderful. I know you guys love it when it rains. Me too. It's gorgeous, just like you. And don't forget you. Wow, nice texture too. Good background. And yeah, look at, and I know it's unusual. I'm wearing my sandals. My boots and socks are staying dry. It wasn't supposed to rain till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's only, geez, 9:35 now. It's been raining for a while. Oh well, but my boots are staying dry and my socks. We got a hell of a storm coming. It's a 2-day storm. Gonna rain all day, all night, and all the next day. Saturday, tomorrow. Today's Friday. The 10th. I have to, be in Great Barrington, Massachusetts on the 16th or the 17th. No, the 16th. But I took that day off yesterday just because I could get away with it, but now with this big storm coming, I've got to get at least 10 miles every day. I mean, which is nothing. But so this is why I'm hiking in the rain, and I'm on my way to Kent. I also have to pick up and hike into the town Kent, Connecticut. I've got to pick up some fuel canisters for cooking for the next month. Oh my goodness, I just love these mushrooms. Talk about choice edibles. The chicken of the woods, the sulfur shelf. And look at that, is just fresh. That is just starting. You can eat those babies just now, but man, they got some growing to do too. Boy, you can feed a lot of people. That is just a gorgeous mushroom. Chicken of the woods. Yep, you're not seeing things, folks. That is a honeybee swarm. Yes, I'm still in Connecticut, and I'm still hiking the Appalachian Trail, but I have just gotten a call. Some hiker friends, Sticks, called me and knows that I catch honeybees, and that I'm a beekeeper in New York City. So here we are, gonna go up, gonna catch some bees. Some people had their bees go astray. Got an extra queen here, got a swarm, so we're gonna go catch them and hive them. She's gonna have now 2 hives, and that's the way it is. So here we are. We're in the property. There's Sticks.
How about the 2 recordings?
Hey, and so here we are, mixed company. There's a party going on, and there are hikers everywhere, and local folks here there's the hive right here. So yeah, I'm gonna go suit up. There's a rock climber here, so I'm gonna use rock climbing gear and go up there, rock climbing and tree climbing techniques to go and get this. This baby is really up there. We're gonna use a ladder, go as high as we can, and then we're gonna free climb all the way up. Gonna set up some ropes, gonna lower that branch down with a rope, and we're going to hive it in a very small box right now. The lady is going to order some more hive boxes, some honey supers. She's going to need a lid and a bottom piece, but we're going to put them in there. That is a big hive. That's probably over 20,000 honeybees right there in that clump. That's amazing. So, wow. And this is going to be on my hiking videos. Well, you know what they say on the trail, it all works itself out. So, well, let's get busy. Got a lot of eyes on us here. I hope this goes well. untie that line. And saw.
All you're going to do is put the limb next to the super over here, right?
Hey Larry,
Yeah.
you're on this rope. I'm gonna cut another limb first. Got it?
Yeah, what are you doing with it?
I'm cutting another limb first.
Alright, is this the one that's got the swarm
I'm
on
gonna
it?
cut another limb first.
Alright, go
It's
ahead.
and it's rubbing and it's healthier for the tree to get rid of it. So watch your head, okay?
Alright. I know I ain't singing what you wanna hear. I know I'm a man in the middle of the day, but I'm here and I ain't going till you come along.
Watch your head.
Because I'm your man.
You're gonna sag a little.
Yeah.
I need to weave it.
You guys can come down here.
Hold down.
Where's the tarp?
Ready? Hold down. Hold down.
Flash on there. Is it broke? It's hot?
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, put her down.
Easy. Easy. Gotta scoot around that one hand.
A lot of bees coming down.
Alright, I'm releasing the rope with you. Good?
Easy.